Hello and welcome, welcome, welcome. New day, new terraform. Let's go to Elysium and see what's happening. Robinson, I don't think is broken anymore, so we could take it. Robinson really needs some money production cards to feel that good. Noctis City, Immigrant City, and Research Outpost are all interesting. It actually almost makes it so that Interplanetary could be the play here. Is there any events really? Maybe. Power grid. I only have a little bit of energy to start. I just love starting with $40 worth of steel and then getting more. Which I think might just be an interesting build, because sometimes with Interplanetary you just can't play it because you don't have anything to do with your opening steel. In this case, I feel like we're looking pretty okay. So let's just take all this. Bam, bam. We'll start with the Immigrant City. We'll lose $1 of discount, but we'll gain an extra $1 of income when we play our next city. Research Outpost. We did end up with getting more cities even, which is like almost strange. You don't expect to get this many cities in a game. Fortunately, there's cards down here. We could use Noctis City there later. We could get a card here right now. 3 plants, I just don't see being that important, because even if we play Towing a Comet for a 2-plant pickup, it's not that great. I can't get enough titanium. I'm just gonna go for another card. Hydron to Venus, okay. And with that said, I still have a ton of steel, so I actually do think I'm going to standard project a power plant and get Noctis City. Mostly because I still have 3 steel income, so I want to spend it. But this gets us to a point where we have 4 income, a universal discount, 3 steel, all on the first turn. And we still have $11 to spare, which is interesting. It's interesting. I'm not saying that it's super competitive or meta or anything, but we did start the game with 3 cities. That feels good. None of these really have requirements. Maxwell Base, I'm not looking to play it that soon. So for the sake of argument, let me play an ocean here on this little corner. I do like going for that 3 plant spot. I don't have a Venus or Earth tag played, but Sister Planet is almost always worth grabbing. And energy savings in particular, and greenhouses, because I built a bunch of cities, so now these cards are worthwhile. I have enough money that I can grab all this. I can get energy for cities, and I can get this energy card here, and feel like we've done all right. We just went up from no energy to 6 energy, which honestly is like playing a super good like science tag or something. The science card that gives the $2 discount. Anyway, it's just really good. 6 energy on a single turn. That's going to help us tremendously. Let's get an oxygen. Viral enhancers, Lake Marineris, very good. I'd like to get trees, but we're just so far away from trees. There's no way. SF Memorial I normally wouldn't take, but I'm sitting on all this steel. I'd rather spend it and have a chance at some card draw here. So 3 steel and invention contest. We do get money back on events, so let's try it. A Venus thing for energy would be really nice. We already have energy though. We could also do a 2 more steel production, but I already have 3. So I'm gonna go with the deuterium, and it's probably better than, like, if I play viral enhancer, it'll give us a plant. Then I play greenhouses, it'll synergize for a second plant. Then I'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cities in play. We'd have 7 plants. So I was thinking about getting an oxygen, but we're 1 shy. Soletta's really good, but it's so expensive. Let's just get some deuterium exports, start a little good floater card, and see if we can build on it with better floater synergy later. We are going into Gen 4. It's a break point to be at 2% oxygen, so I'm going to do that. Space events, psychrophiles, science stuff could be nice. Little Inventors Guild. I'm not going to go for Gene Repair. It's just a little bit too out there. Let's actually start with the technology demonstration. I'm curious. We're going to get $2 back on it. So what do we get? Subterranean reservoir. Ants. Psst. Don't really love that. Let's get our viral enhancers. Let's get our psychrophiles. I'm going to do it for a plant. And then I'm going to play you for 3 steel. And that's a greenery. I might just do it for another card draw. Really going heavy on cards right now. Trying to find something really good. Like Orbital Reflectors is actually quite helpful. So, a little bit of TR. How do we feel at the end of the first generation? Well, we actually have pretty low income, right? Only 1 TR plus 4 plus the 3 steel. So we are below average. We do have some upside because we have rebates on events. We have a universal discount. If we do play more cities, we get extra income, which only got us to the 4. It'd be nice if we were higher. Which is actually strange. One sec. Yeah. You give -1 overall. So you broke even when I played the discount, and then you gave this one for a bonus 1 to get to 4. So anyways, 4 income is pretty not that great considering we spent 3 or 2 energy to get it. But we have long-term prospects is what I'm trying to say. We also have viral enhancers, so that's really good for helping us terraform with plants, but also psychrophiles to make plant tags cheaper to begin with. So I think that we have quite a few synergies, not to mention we also have the ability to get energy every other turn. So I don't know. I think that we're low economically. We're kind of meh, middle of the road, terraforming wise, but we have this long list of effects that maybe give us a little bit of like an outside chance of being successful. Not to mention a lot of cities on the board will help us with our 100 point requirement to feel good about the game. Let's do a temperature bump to try and get us closer to this heat bump here. As much as Regolith Eaters is cool, it's not really what I'm looking for. I don't really have that many microbe synergies. I'm looking for another one. This is an event which would be cool, and this is a building tag, but I just can't play any of this stuff. I don't have a earth tag yet. I don't have the tags that I need. So do we play an ocean? Do we play... I'm gonna play the Inventors Guild. I just need to get like a good like early game card, like Fuel Factory for instance. It costs steel. It uses energy that we have. It gets us titanium, a resource that we need to play all these other things. Like I need more draws like that. So we're going to the next turn. We're ready to get the free heat income from the track. I might play an ocean here just to make like some cool placements. Decomposers is great. Imported nitrogen is great. Colonizer training camp is interesting. I have a lot of steel, so I want to pick it up. It does hurt us, but I will take it. Standard technology can be a lifesaver. We all know that. Raise your hand if you've ever had to use a lot of standard technology at the end of a game. I mean, I'm going to go for even more card draw. It's Gen 6, and I'm still trying to find the cards here. Gyropolis is not good for me. It is a city, though. I have $12 worth of steel. I'd really rather have more Venus and Earth tags played before considering it. So let's get a titanium mine. While I have steel, I kind of want to do Colonizer Training Camp just so I don't mess up the max oxygen requirement. Decomposers and stuff I can wait on. Hydrogen to Venus I can wait on. Like, come on guys, we need something here. I might do the heat bump just so that this next heat bump I have lined up gets us this. See, here we go. An earth tag, electrocatapult, mining rights. Even solar net is good. And I should consider grabbing it for more card draw. So with all that said, what do you start with? I think you start with electrocatapult. And I don't have a plant to sell. Is that something I can change in here? No. So electrocatapult, saving a steel. We sell the steel. We can only do this click once right now. So let's do imported GHGs is nice. We do get money back on events. We do have titanium in our pocket. Boom. Let's get that done. Next up, I really would like, well, a couple of things. How do I articulate this? I want to get you. To get you, I want to, like, which is, it requires an Earth and a Venus tag, but it gives us 3 income, which is great, and some tags that we like for Gyropolis. So I want Gyropolis. Before Gyropolis, I want Sister Planet support. Before Sister Planet support, I need to play an Earth tag like Nuclear Zone. To play Nuclear Zone, I want to put it down beside a couple oceans to get money back, which means I want to play a Subterranean Reservoir to get that back. I also have mining rights in my hand, which is also worth playing. And because I don't have enough for Subterranean Reservoir followed up by a Nuclear Zone, I'm thinking the best thing for me to do is actually just mining rights for the 2 titanium location. That's going to get us flush with titanium, maybe for towing a comet next turn. And then we'll actually be in a good spot for once. And then we can start playing these cards out. So let's start helping with the Venus track then. That or an ocean for adjacency stuff. Could put an ocean here. Might do that actually. I really don't want to do any of these if I can avoid it. Because I have a lot of things to play. I want the carbonate processing, but for the sake of argument, I am going to withhold. I'm going to stay back. I have 6 titanium. That is enough for this. I'm not trying to get a greenery right now, so I'm going to get that and sell a plant. Then let's look at a top card. Steelworks could be very helpful. I don't know that I want to play it this gen, but let's think about it. Next up is the nuke. Then Sister Planet support. Now I have 5 tags of relevance for Gyropolis, plus I have the city rebate. Steelworks would cost me $8, but it would get me, or sorry, it would cost me $14, but then I'm thinking about the steel. I don't think I can play Steelworks and get Gyropolis. Because even after I use the steel to get it back, like basically it's going to cost me $4. And I'm going to be $2 shy on Gyropolis. Deceptively close. But, you know. Close is the whole no cigar thing. The only other thing I'm considering is if I were to play this ocean for $10, I think I can get away with this here for $6 back, plus the money back from the event. Then I can play Gyropolis. And if I put it here for 3 plants, then I can put a greenery down. Which I'm going to do here and save some ocean adjacencies for later. And now I have more money. Man, rebates are great, aren't they? Let's get 2 card draw. Mining quota. To spend a steel basically to get 2 more steel coming in because I have a diversity of tags. Corroder suits, orbital reflectors, all of those are good. Sacrifice means that plant tags are basically free right now. Good to know. We need to push Venus. Like, Venus needs so much love right now. look at this. Let's look at a card. Breathing filters, no thank you. I do like it, but it's just a little bit not what I need. It's not the worst to play Beam from a Thorium. It'd be better if we didn't have to. 3 Venus Bumps gets us a card. So, like, Orbital Reflectors. And then Hydrogen to Venus gets me at least 1 Venus thing for an energy income. I mean, at this point, I think we need to do Steelworks. It's not really what I was hoping to do, but the heat is moving. What else do we got? And for the record, like, we still can't play trees. I know earlier I mentioned, oh, trees would be great, but, like, I knew it was going to be a long time before we had a chance to play them. Oh, I didn't play Decomposers before playing, what I just did. That was a misplay. I wanted that extra microbe. It might come in handy. I seriously can't think of what to do here. I mean, we have gens 10, 11, and 12. So I would lose $1 if I played Corroder Suits, but I would gain energy production, and that energy production would lead to me having like 1 more heat. Is it worth losing $1 for 1 heat? Like, not really, especially not if you have standard technology in your hand. Soletta never became viable. I think we're just gonna pass and go into Gen 10 thinking, how are we doing? We're cripplingly behind on Venus. We have some mechanisms to help us with oxygen. Ecological zone can help us with our points. This can help us with our TR. 2 heat production. This is a heat bump basically, so that's not a good deal. Because I can get heat bumps for pretty cheap. Mangrove is helpful. And what do I do first? Like, the points person in me wants Decomposers. And then it wants Ecological. And we just put that over here, pick up a Titanium or something. Just forget about it. It's fine. We'll get the extra animals. There's a little points engine coming in to help us. Now, what's actually next? Probably standard technology. And, like, part of me thinks just heat bumps, man. Just heat bump all the way to Lake Marineris. Because we're getting $3 back on standard technologies. I don't have any card draw left. Like, we've exhausted the deck pretty much. The only other thing to consider is I might play Imported Nitrogen now, even though I only have 1/2 point animals, because this extra bit of plant will help us get this extra heat bump there. We still look like we're going to be 1 short of what I want. So let's sell the cards we know aren't good for us, which is like a Jovian, this, Ants, Corroder Suits, I mean. Then we can do 1 more heat bump. That gets us the ocean, goes here, because then I can save a spot for mangrove there. Then with our extra steel, we're pretty safe to just get 2 more TR. So, I mean, that basically made it so that now we're going to have enough heat to win the game. And we're going to be able to play Lake Marineris next turn. And likely Mangrove if we do a special design. So, like, that's going to solve a lot of our woes. We just need help with the Venus. A lot of Venus here. Lots of multipliers for Jovians. I really don't have enough to make that anywhere worthwhile. A city card is cool, but I mean, I have a lot of steel, so I'm gonna take the city card, even though I don't quote unquote need it. But I have like a lot of steel if you consider the fact that I'm doing this bump. Venus Magnetizer is very helpful for us. Let's certainly play a Venus Magnetizer. And yeah, Lake Marineris, how are you doing? Money and card. For the sake of argument, let's get our mangrove right now. And then yeah, it's just Venus bumps, right? Pretty much. Pretty much just Venus bumps. I hate that I'm one plant away from getting more yummies, but yep. Certainly is how that feels. One more Venus bump. I still need an ocean. I still need quite a few of everything. Plantation's helpful though. Livestock, it's too late. Even though I have viral enhancers, it's just too late. Look at the top card. Terraforming of Venus is very helpful. Yes. So do that. Sell steel. We have so much steel right now. This is an event. We will overpay. Just to make sure we keep on track for that. I mean, look, you play the plantation. That gets you the plant for another greenery next door. And then I don't know what you do here. We really still need more heat bumps, which is embarrassing. I'm gonna buy an ocean for money back. I'm gonna buy, I need, like, I need a greenery. Like, I need to do 5 things, and I have $63, which means I basically have just over $10 for each thing, which is almost enough. But I'm gonna buy greenery first, and it's either, do we have enough money left now? And I don't think we do. So I think I have to go for, like, a card draw. I'm gonna do this because I'm just so nervous. No, like we're just done. Like, right? Just like air scrapping. Okay, no, I can sell the cards I have to get enough. So I should have put that greenery next to my city. I was thinking that I might even have to sell the card that I just picked up. But hey, look, we terraformed the whole planet. We have a couple of greenery adjacencies. Really an embarrassing number, considering the number of cities we have. If I was able to buy one city with steel here, it would have been able to connect it in. Or I could have built like a city with steel here and like connected that over. Like, there were so many ways to make this good, but then I ended up with just too much resources at the end. So 93 points on cards. That is not one of our 3 categories in terms of us winning, but we did terraform the whole planet, and we did get 63 TR or more. Got 64, just barely, just because on Venus it's easier to get 63 TR. So I hope you enjoyed. I sure did. I'll see you next time. Ciao for now.